Replacement suit, replacement coffee.
That's more like it.
I feel like a pusher.
Please don't start with me right now. I'm actually not annoyed with you. You've done everything that I've asked. And these files are in perfect order.
Really? Cool, because organization is not my thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that is gonna work. What?
I never realized how much it takes
Takes for what?
to be you.
Well, it really is you.
You're expecting somebody else?
I thought it might be a prank. You've never called me before.
Mary? I assume you heard about Scott, Uncle Pete's invention.
I just came from visiting old Scotty, yes, and he feels real bad about what he did.
As well he should.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry that you lost Pete before you had a chance to.
Caleb, Cortland, are you checking up on me?
Oh, I didn't get off to a good start when we first met. I mean, when I found out that Pete wanted me to come here and stay here in Pine Valley and run his
and it's
company.
kind of a shock to you, I guess.
A shock? I thought it was a cruel joke. But in the time that I've been here, I've had a chance to think about things, and I realized that the least I can do is to respect him and his wishes and be nice to his girl.
So you and Erica are gonna take back Cortland now?
Damn right.
Well, I like that spark in your eye. Palmer used to look like that when he was gearing up for a big battle.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not just about business.
I'm glad you decided to stay.
For whatever reason, Pete thought I was the right guy for the job. So, I'm here. And as you know, I even changed my last name.
Shaved your beard.
Yeah.
Got yourself a hell of a nice haircut, and I know hair.
You like it?
Yeah.
Well, they're not just token gestures. They mean something.
Like a second chance. You know, Erica used to have this TV show. It was called New Beginnings. You could have been on that show. Well, it's all over now, of course, but I mean, I know there's still a lot of people who would love to hear your story.
Well, I'm not much for telling stories.
Especially about yourself.
Oh, what's done is done.
Not always.
I should be going.
Lots of work to do, huh?
I really am sorry.
You are? For what?
About you losing Pete.
Yeah, so am I. But I'm glad we got you.
Well, I'll see about that. But thanks.
Well, tell Erica to call me, would you?
Want me to pass a message on to her?
Well, she is your partner, isn't she?
Oh, that she is.
I know you thought that was Palmer's cruel joke.
Pete was no fool. Thanks for your time.
Palmer was one of my dearest friends.
Counselor?
I want to apologize for the other day.
Accepted.
Thank you. And to tell you that you're right, I am taking this case too personally. But I can and will comport myself as a professional, even while I'm doing everything I can to save my daughter.
Well, As a parent and a lawyer, I would expect nothing less. So?
So, you look fabulous. Great. But not so fabulous that you look uncaring.
Yeah, well, let's hope the sketch artist gets my good side.
Yeah, that would be your not guilty side.
Have you talked to Ryan this morning?
He actually went to the courthouse early to meet Jackson.
Has he ever not been there for me?
Either of us.
Well, I can't have him sitting next to me. I don't want it to look like...
To look like you still love him?
The jury has to see a woman who loved her husband and nobody else. Any more reporters outside?
You were the picture of confidence.
I'm not confident. I'm scared.
I know. But whatever happens, just remember, we're in this together. Come on. You okay?
Yeah, I am. I just need a minute. Don't you have a business to run?
I can work at night. Mornings or on recess.
If the jury sees you camped out here, they could get the wrong idea.
Oh, no, I left my tent at home, so there's no camping.
That's very funny.
Thank you. You look good. You look strong.
Go home. Take Madison to lunch. Take her to Paris.
Will you excuse me for a second? I want to get a seat while I still have the chance.
So, you ready?
Greenlee, it's not too late to stop this.
We're not going to take a plea, Eliza.
You are facing murder 1. That's 25 to life. This is your last chance. Do you want to make a deal?
There will not be a deal. Period.
Don't say I didn't offer.
Legal pads, files, notes, 3 pens, ballpoint, not felt tip, blue, not black. Please tell me that's right.
And the streak continues. ADA Mitchell, you ready to kick some ass?
Always.
I'm not going to let you down.
All rise.
You knew what you were doing. Eric and I are going to get your company back. Chandler family is about to crash.
Now, David Hayward was no saint. But does that mean he deserved to be poisoned? Taken to an early grave because someone wanted him out of the way. Now, Greenlee Smythe Hayward was in a very volatile marriage. Her husband loved her desperately, and she was desperate to get out. Reasons that are going to soon become very clear. He actually pressured her to stay with him. The defense is going to try and distract you with stories of bribery and ex-lovers and forgery and lies and betrayal. This is a story about greed. I mean, it's greed. It's about a poor little rich girl who always gets what she wants. David Hayward, he gave her what she needed. He saved her life. And he nursed her back to health for a year. Total dedication and unconditional love. I mean, that's what every wife dreams of. But not Mrs. Hayward. Because once she was back on her feet, she didn't need him anymore. She wanted out of the marriage, and she wanted him to let her go. But with David kicking and screaming, that wasn't enough. So, She used a lethal dose of digitalis. Now, Mrs. Hayward may have money and power, but she does not have the right to murder to get what she wants.